So yeah, that was pretty good. I wasn't sure who some of those guys were. Maybe some of you in the
No
chat room
clue.
can let me know. Was that
Was it Marco Stunt
Well, I
doing
know
the
who Fluffy
work?
was, and I know who Jay and Silent Bob are.
Well, yeah, I know who they are, but the guys before them, I believe, are musicians. I don't know who they are.
Breaking news.
Go ahead.
Vince McMahon just took WWE superstars and Vicky Guerrero's podcast again.
I think one was Corey Taylor. I saw Bob Aruski tweet that out. But
Oh, is that Corey Taylor?
yeah,
Okay.
I don't know who the other
The guy from
ones were.
Slipknot, or am I thinking of someone else?
Yes, I believe Slipknot. Look, I'm not good with names and band members and stuff like that, but I believe that's who they are.
Well, they're from your era.
Gabriel Iglesias. I want to say
Yeah,
Iglesias.
that's Fluffy.
Iglesias was in there. Vicky Guerrero. Chris Jericho's dad was in there. Jay
Yep.
and Solid Bob were in there. There's some cameo appearances in tonight's little bubbly episode. Not bad. I thought it was pretty entertaining. But let's see how long they keep this going. It seems like everybody loves them, and they're coming with creative ways to keep them going. So let's see what happens next week if they continue it, because next week apparently they're going to be live. So we'll see how that
Yeah, but
goes.
no one's going to criticize them either.
They were getting criticized on Twitter. We already went over this, Dave, on our Saturday night
No,
show.
they're not.
God
It's
damn it.
AEW, so they love them. They're not getting ridiculed like Vince McMahon at WWE did when they did live shows.
That wasn't shitty. Both are. Talking about the Bro Show on NXT. I got it. No, I don't want to hear about it.
Yeah, that wasn't as good as this.
I want to watch it. I want to watch
Yeah,
it.
it was goody.
Was
It was
that
a
the
goodie.
guy from Tiger King? I couldn't tell you, brother.
No, that was Jericho's dad.
No, not that part. Maybe he's mentioning someone. Who in the F was that guy in the blue? Who was the guy in the
Jericho's
blue?
dad.
Oh, the Rangers jersey was Jericho's dad, if that's who you're referring to.
A hockey legend.
Sammy is in
Part
the
of the
sun. My
original
God, he's
six.
finally gonna get he's gonna get a tan. Was that a Thigh Master in Jericho's gym? Yes, it was.
Yeah, you know who I thought of that no one's going to get this reference at all, but I see the Thigh Master, I thought of, what was her name? Suzanne Summers?
Oh, of course, Dave. I'm sure everybody knows who she is.
Yeah, right. These people don't know who.
I
Come
believe
on.
so, Bob Roos, because in John Moxley's little promo, he said live. So we'll play that here in just a minute, so you guys can hear it for yourselves.
That was a PSA, I swear. Wash your hands, do this, I'm stuck at home with my wife, and
Call
stay
your
home.
grandmother. Don't forget to call your grandmother, everybody. We also had Shawn Spears, Dave, in a, I guess, jobber match, if you want to say, against, who was he facing? Musa? Or was that Wardlow? Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped Wardlow's match. He took on Musa. What are your thoughts on Wardlow, Dave? We've seen a couple of matches with him. Of course, he lost his first ever match against Cody in the whole steel cage match, which seems like it was so long ago. But what are your thoughts so far of him? He's taking out jobbers. He's looking like a monster inside the ring.
It's hard. Go ahead.
No, what are you thinking of him so far?
It's hard to really look at him and take him like a serious threat anymore because he's already taken that loss, that big loss. And it's like, to me, they're trying to fix him, and I just don't know if they can. They can bring him back from that.
Should they have
Because
done
you made
this
him seem
before
like-
he had the match with Cody?
Yes, because that was his first match ever, and he lost to Cody, and now he's just facing a bunch of jobbers, which everyone is basically, but still. I don't know. And it's tough because I want to like Ward. Because look what they're doing with freaking Archer. He looks like a beast and a monster. They could have been doing this to Wardlow.
Yeah.
And nothing.
Well, I mean, Lance Archer is a little bit more established.
Yeah, but he could have been made a star like that. Because one of his first packages, wasn't Wardlow just beating up a bunch of people?
I don't. I can't.
I am thinking of a different show then. I thought it was Wardlow. I believe it was one of the pay-per-views they did or whatever. They showed, or maybe it was a show, I can't remember, but it was like a video package of this guy just walking and he's beat up a bunch of people. That's I'm thinking of someone else.
And
I could be wrong.
Jericho's putting him over on commentary. He's even trying to, looks like he's trying to persuade MJF to let him into the inner circle. Like, Jericho was doing a good job tonight putting Wardlow over, making him seem like this big, bad monster. But when you have him lose his first match, and maybe it was so long ago that people are going to forget about it.
No one's gonna forget losing to Cody.
But they need to have him face an established guy. Like, it's cool to see him go out there and destroy jobbers and flip them around and do all this crazy shit with them. But, you know, and sooner or later, you're going to have to put him up against someone that is a guy that's established, that a win is like, oh, okay, he beat this guy. Then maybe they feel like there's something with him. Right now, I feel like they're just getting him on TV so you can remember him and keep him as a strong force whenever MJF is able to come back to Dynamite.
You know who he reminds me of right now? And it's a bad comparison with Wardlow. It was like in WCW. You know Scott Norton was a badass, but he was never put in that... He was never considered a top-tier, like, bad guy, even though he was a big badass, but... That's what Wardlow kind of reminds me of a little bit now, because he's a tough guy, but you can't take him seriously anymore because he's just going to be at that lower card tough guy on the show.
Yeah, until we're proven wrong on that at least. Like, it feels like they're just going to keep throwing him jobbers left and right until MJF is back and he's going to do his dirty work. Or maybe the end game is Wardlow turning on MJF and them facing each other. Who knows? We'll see what happens with that. But let's get into the chat room real quick right here. He's a dang freak, says Bobaruski. What's up, Jay? Hey, how you doing tonight, my friend? Wardlow is getting close to Rowan territory. Wow. Do you think Wardlow being in MJF's shadows hurts his character? What do you think about that, Dave?
I don't know right now. Right now I can't tell because he's not on TV.
Here's a question for you. And everybody in the chat room, please answer as well. If Wardlow was not with MJF, would we even know who Wardlow is? Meaning, would we be getting these video packages of him? Would we be getting these matches of him? Would he even be feeling important at this point? I think he's getting these matches because he's with MJF. Now, and two, also with the times going on, he's probably available maybe. But it feels like he feels more important that he's with the biggest heel in the company. Do you agree with that?
You think if he came in by himself, maybe not? Would JR know his name?
Do we know this man can cut a promo? Do we know if this man can go out there?
Has he been given a chance to, though?
Right, true. And we don't know if he can go out there and speak. We don't know that yet. Maybe he gets an opportunity, but I think like MJF kind of maybe hides his flaws that we would easily point out if he wasn't with MJF.
One of my favorite parts when Wardlow first showed up, and he comes out there, and it's what's his face, the mask guy. What's his name? Excalibur. He's like, it's Wardlow. Jared's like, who? Do we know him? Who's this guy? Jared's just like, who's he? Ward who? Warlord?
Yeah.
It's Warlord. I mean, yeah, it was just funny.
I have no idea who that is, Jeffrey Cross. If anybody can click on that link and let us know who the hell that was and why he was in this in the bubbly video, please let us know. Pair Wardlow with Sean Spears so he puts the team on his back, says Beef Stew. I wouldn't mind that. It's hard to like Wardlow.
Looks like JR
when he has no charisma or gimmick, says Bill.
Could that be JR?
No, that's not JR. What the fuck, Dave?
It kind of looks like him almost.
No, the dude.
It looks like JR if you look on the picture.
What?
Tell me that doesn't look like JR with sunglasses. Are you
blind, Dave? Do you need your glasses, Dave?
I'm sorry. To me, that looks like JR.
Man, what? I saw someone else put if he leaves MJF, he will have a hard time getting any traction, says Glamorous. I agree with him on that. I mean, unless you got all your boys there, I don't know how they'll give him a real established guy. Wardlow was a stupid name. They should have named him Warlord or something better, says Little Sabu. Brian says no, he wouldn't. No, unless AEW wanted him to be secondhand Ryback. That's not a bad comparison there. That's not a very bad comparison. That's a bad one to be mentioned to be compared to him. But I understand where she's coming from. He does look like JR, says Alice. What? Yeah, JR, we've just been showing this Wardlow vignettes for a month. Watch the product. Yeah. This motherfucker looks like Alex Jones. That's a fair comparison.
Who?
That's a fair You don't know who Alex Jones is, Dave?
Is he like Mike Jones?
Far from Mike Jones. You need to Google
Mike Jones.
He's
Mike Jones.
He's like a conspiracy theorist type of guy. You need to check him out. Well, maybe if
Jesse Ventura.
Probably worse. Of course, it's JR. He's got all them fly. He says glamorous.
And he's always hitting on
Well,
those.
I mean, if it's Sonny who you're talking about, glamorous, then yeah, he has those fly honeys. We also did have
Fly honeys.
Fly honeys. You don't.
The 80s called. They want the reference back. Fly. Damn, girl, you fly.
We also had Sean Spears take on Baron Black. What did you think of this match, Dave? Or it was a competitive match. Wasn't bad. It was kind of along the lines of the Omega match. Not to that extreme where he's kicking out of finishers and shit like that. But I thought the match was decent. I didn't think it was bad or anything. But what do you think they're going to do with Sean Spears? Obviously, they're using guys that are available to them. So we're not going to be seeing, like, 5, 6, 7 months from now, we're probably not going to see Sean Spears as much as we are on Dynamite that we have been in the last couple of months. But do you think there's a plan for Sean Spears? Would you, if you're AEW, we haven't seen Tully, obviously, because of the whole pandemic shit. Would you save Sean Spears and have him be the one who brings in the Revival? He's making his own stable.
No! Don't put the Revival with Sean Spears.
Okay, all right.
Don't bury them like that.
Bury them. Wow. Okay, all right. Continue.
Let the Revival be their own thing or come in with a manager or something. Don't put them with Sean Spears. Come on now.
Really? Okay.
I'm sorry. Sean Spears is basically like what he was in WWE. He's, like Cody said, I guess he's a good hand who can go out there and have a okay match, but it's almost like, I don't know. His matches do not interest me at all. He doesn't interest me at all to watch him.
Do you find him boring? Is that what it is?
He is boring.
Without the tin gimmick, Dave, is he boring?
Yeah, because that was his most big thing he was doing, and it seems like, I don't know, he doesn't look the same as he did when he was Ty Dillinger. He looks like a completely different person now.
He looks
He doesn't look the same. I don't know about that. I don't think he looks happy. He might be happy, but I'm just because he's not doing nothing. But he doesn't look the same at all.
Oh, thank you, MLW. Appreciate that. If you haven't joined our Discord, everybody,
of course I'll get hate for that.
If you hit exclamation mark Discord in the channel, you'll see the link. If it doesn't work for you guys, just message me on Twitter. And if you want to get in our Discord, please do. We have a great time over there. Dark Side of the Ring, we talk about it, everything, everybody. So if you want to join our Discord, we had Steven2411 join last night. If you want to join our Discord, please hit us up, and we'll kindly send you an invite. Sean Spears sucks and would ruin the Revival. His only accomplishment in wrestling is touching Peyton Royce's ass. Would you agree with that, Dave?
And how the fuck did that happen? What the hell? He must be a good salesman.
He has a great personality, Dave. That's
either
all.
That or, yeah.
What? Family
either
show?
That or something else going on down
Family
there.
show. Maybe he has a nice car. Maybe he's, he has good dad jokes. Who knows? Maybe we.
Yeah, how the hell did that happen? I mean, what the hell?
Oh my gosh. All right, let's move on. There's no saving Spears, says Truth and Loyalty. The tag hunt seemed to pause or just not any new entries, says Bobaruski. This plan is wait till his contract is up and tell him goodbye, says T. Wells. My God, y'all are savages. Zack Ryder and Sean Spears need to be a tag team. What about that?
No.
Damn.
Zack Ryder's going to go after Cody. We all know that. That's what Cody does to all his friends.
You know what people are going to say?
Look,
they're just repeating the storyline from him and Sean Spears.
Okay, fine, make him a tag team. But honestly, Sean Spears is one of Cody's friends. Yes, we know that. If Zack Ryder would have been the one available, that would have been Zack Ryder in that spot. And that would be Zack Ryder with Tully Blanchard right now, and not Sean Spears if it was reversed. I guarantee it.
I don't know if Zack.
Because to me, they would want Zach for that.
I don't mean to have a big old segment about Shawn Spears here, but is Shawn Spears a good talker?
Does he talk?
Maybe that's why they gave him Tully. Just saying. Zack Ryder
Zach's
can
a good
talk.
talker, but still have like a mouthpiece or a manager would work still. He doesn't need a mouthpiece, but have him come in being teamed up with someone who hates Cody or whatever. Because to me, if he would have said that, to me it would have played up a lot more easier if Zack Ryder would have been available and left and been in that spot to tell Zack Ryder, Zach, you're a good hand. Zach's a good hand. You know, that would have been some great stuff.
Yeah, that storyline would have worked perfectly for Zach because it really
better than the one now. Cause,
yeah, it makes more sense for Zach in that position where Spears is because Spears never really had a successful career in the WWE. Where Zach
or AEW,
or where Zach he had a pretty good successful career in the WWE where he was still a jobber too at the same time. I don't know how you'll feel about this one. Bill says Spears and Neville would make a great tag team.
Neville already has a team. Get him away from Neville.
He's just a wrestler. Nothing wrong with that either, says Bobaruski. You need a wrestler like Spears. You can't have all-star crying like Shawn Michaels. All right, look, listen. Does anybody know the ratings for Backstage last night? I bet it was the best ratings ever.
It was the lowest ratings ever.
It was because Shawn Michaels was on it. Just saying. Even Tully Blanchard gave up on Spears. Not
yeah, he's not even showing up.
Well, come on, Dave. That's not fair.
Spears, he's giving Wardlow. It's like, what the fuck? I get Spears, you get Wardlow? What the fuck, Jake?
They are not the Revival. They're, what are they called? The Revolt?
FTR. You know the name's already taken, but still.
Spears is still looking for a tag team partner, isn't he? Yes, he is, Steven. That is true. That is his best match highlight, says Gainikas. He has a huge F-150, says Gainikas. I like that. There you go. Are the Revival going by the Revolt now? Yes, it seems like that's what they're going.
But if he would have won that match, do you think his career would be any changed at all right now?
Plummeted because of Shawn Michaels.
Whatever, Peach do. If you mix Zack Ryder and Shawn Spears, you would get an amazing, over-the-top, bona fide world-beater jobber. Says Gainikas. My God. Wow, just looked on Twitter. One of the dudes from Tiger King was in the video. See, that's what Jeffrey Cross said. There you go. Jeffrey Cross was right. I don't care. That's crazy.
I guess he must be on the podcast this weekend.
Yeah, Jeffrey Cross, you were right. How about that?